Well, as we first told you last night, Ottawa is cracking down on offenders found not criminally responsible by the courts. Proposed changes to the criminal code will make it harder for mentally ill killers to be released. As Natalie Clancy reports, the changes will also make life easier for victims.
Relatives hug Minister James Moore after he promised the man who killed 5-year-old Corden, 8-year-old Max, and 10-year-old Caitlin won't be released anytime soon. Alan Schoenborn was found not criminally responsible, and James Moore says killers like him are the reason Ottawa is going to rewrite the criminal code.
We are going to legislate to make sure that victims will not ever come into contact with their tormentors ever again.
That is a weight lifted for relatives of Darcy Clark, the mother of Schoenborn's children, who lives in constant fear of his release.
And when he gets out on a day pass, he's never going to come back.
He didn't just grab that machete and kill all the children in the same way. He didn't just go nuts and snap one day. He came up there with intent. He wanted to get them all. And Darcy is unfinished business. And until she's dead, he's not going to rest. So Darcy's not good. And she never will be good until he spends the time that he deserves in jail.
Near Winnipeg, Tim McLean's mother says Ottawa is finally listening to victims. Her son was beheaded by a man who's already getting escorted day passes after being found not criminally responsible.
I don't know how they're going to legislate that, how they're going to keep offenders and victims from encountering each other unless they never let the offender go, which is, in my perfect world, that's exactly how it would be. Never free, a life for a life.
In Montreal, the federal justice minister says victims must come first. So Ottawa is also going to put an end to yearly reviews where offenders go before a medical panel to request release.
Our reforms will lengthen the time between hearings in order to protect victims from having to appear before annual hearings to relive their nightmares and torment.
What was announced today was based more on fear and fiction than fact.
But the Schizophrenia Society of Canada says no new laws are needed.
When they are released after effective treatment, only around 4% reoffend.
Still, Ottawa is hoping these tough new laws will be passed by the spring. CBC News has learned the plan is to move the power to release these mentally ill patients from a panel of psychiatrists to the courts. Natalie Clancy, CBC News, Vancouver.